Young Thug. This is why. Watch this.
Against Young Thug. The judge holds the rapper's lawyer in contempt. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Russ Spencer.
I'm Courtney Bryant. This after the defense attorney confronted the judge about a private conversation in the judge's chamber. Fox 5's Christopher King joins us to fill us in on what happened here and why. Christopher?
Well, Courtney, Russ, a contentious day in court and a contentious trial that's taken lots of bizarre turns. Young Thug's lawyer told the court he found out about a conversation between the judge, prosecutors, and a star witness for the DA's office. The judge said that defense lawyer was not supposed to be privy to that information.
I asked you how you got it.
A combative exchange between the judge and the defense lawyer for rapper Young Thug. Judge Earl Glanville repeatedly grilled lawyer Brain Steele on how he got private information from the judge's chamber. Steele refused to divulge a source.
You can't do that. Yes, you can, because I have an idea how you got it.
Well, your idea.
I have an idea how you got it, but that's improper, sir.
Your idea may be wrong, and you're asking me to. Listen, I told you the first time.
Steele on Monday told the court he learned of a conversation between the judge, prosecutors, and Kenneth Copeland, a witness for the DA's office. Steele argued he should have been in that meeting.
I understand that you spoke with a witness outside of our presence.
And whenever, yes, I had an ex parte conversation, which is appropriate.
And you influenced the witness.
The judge says Steele was not supposed to be part of that conversation.
This is so sacrosanct to have a conversation in my chambers parroted to you and others. It is that serious.
Steele challenged the court, claiming a judge should not have contact with a sworn witness.
You're not supposed to have communication with a witness who's been sworn.
Well, I'm going to hold you in contempt.
Young Thug, whose real name is Jeffrey Williams, is on trial on racketeering charges. Steele asked for a mistrial, arguing he cannot adequately represent his client if Steele is not in court.
Mr. Williams does not wish to go forward without me being here. You are removing me against his will, my will. You're taking away his right to counsel.
Judge Glanville denied that motion and had Steele removed from court. The judge hit Steele with the maximum sentence, 20 days in jail. Now, Steele can stretch that out over 10 weekends. Court resumes tomorrow morning at 9:30. Russ, Courtney?
Certainly don't see that very often. Christopher, thanks. We spoke with the trial lawyer late tonight after the judge's ruling. Tom Church says the defense attorney had a right to protect his source.
If a judge asks a question, the defense lawyer's got to answer it. At the same time, Mr. Steele had a valid claim for attorney-client privilege. Basically, the information he obtained was confidential. And if he discloses that privileged or confidential information, he could face potential bar sanctions. So what is a defense lawyer to do? But I do think this is a case of overreach because of the unique circumstances.
Church says he thinks the judge went too far and should have allowed more leeway.
Wake up.
Pause. Leave your thoughts down below. Whatever happened to justice? Can anyone tell me this? Can we start there? Justice. Your freedom to do this, your freedom to do that, right? But it seems like the people that's telling you to do these things aren't following their own instructions or directions. Smash that like button if you agree. Now, Atlanta, Georgia, you have Fannie Willis. First it was allegedly. Now she's as corrupt as she could be. You got Kamala Harris. First it was allegedly. Now it's as corrupt as it could be. Y'all just seen what happened to Trump, right? Now they're trying to tell you that YSL, his lawyer, Brain Steele, must serve 20 days over a 10-week span on the weekends? What? Now he goes to show you how corrupt it is. You have these judges, these DAs having meetings outside of Brain Steele discussing things with a key witness, and he knows nothing about this. Now, I believe that's illegal, or that leads to mistrial. But pay attention. He asked them, well, how did you get this information? The judge was more concerned about how he got the information, that was this even true or false. So that goes to show. And do I support the things that Young Thug represents and everything else? Most likely not, because it's not for the culture. But, right, everyone has their day in court. And everyone is innocent until proven guilty. And at this standpoint, it just seemed like it's a dirty Diana game in Georgia right now. It's dirty. It's filthy. The truth is coming out. They might as well free him. They're going to charge him for racketeering. You already freed Gunner, right? Allegedly, hypothetically, they say that he told, okay, cool, he bit the cheese. That's on him. Thug did not do that. He stood up as a man and he went to trial. It goes to show, and he's showing you that the whole Atlanta, the Georgia system is corrupt. They're interviewing people, getting key evidence and details, right, from people, and they're holding that against the attorneys. Now you're trying to jail the attorney so you can mess up the progression of the trial. That's crazy to me. Put down below free YSL. I hate to say it, but justice needs to be served. I'm on the right side of justice, right? And right here, this look unjust, right? And everyone is innocent until proven guilty, and everyone has a fair trial. I don't think this is a fair trial at all. It seems like it's a conglomerate of people that want YSL to go down. Who knows for what? That's out of my reach. But we're just looking at it from a business perspective. We're looking at it from a conscious perspective. We're looking at it from, is this right? Is this from a moral perspective? From a principle perspective. Because morally and ethically, I don't think this is right. Like I say, you have Fannie Willis. You have Camilla Harris that's running the whole thing like a mob. Now you have this judge is letting you know, look, don't worry about what we're talking about behind the scenes, right? Worry about what's in front of you. So I need a lawyer like Brain Steele just in case anything happens, because he's letting you know, look, he's not rocking. He's letting you know he knows the law. You guys was very unlawful, and we're going to hold you accountable. Smash that like button if you agree. Leave them thoughts down below. I really want to know what you think. It's just something fishy that's going on. Put a fish down in the comments. Something not right about this case. It's too many people involved. I believe if you're going to say, look, he's guilty for this, Young Thug is guilty for this, he's guilty for that, then you got to say the whole entire circuit is guilty. And they're not going to do that. So you might as well just hang it up on the mistrial, because the cat's going to be out the bag. Seems like everyone's playing a dirty game. Everyone is playing this dirty game. Take a look at what the judge tried to ask Brain Steele right here. Watch this. And look how Brain Steele answered. He did the right thing. Sir, I am not telling you how I found out this information. Just know that I found out. And 9 times out of 10, it's probably coming from somebody that you know. You got to think about it, what Brain Steele represents. He's a Jewish lawyer with a lot of Jewish friends. Okay? Brain Steele is damn near bigger than that judge in that room. He had 20 Jewish lawyers come down to say, hey, you're going to lock my compadre up for what? Okay, we're going to represent him. Powerful lawyers too at that. If he is not the best, right? He's one of the best. You need him on your team as far as legality. Because America gained most of its riches off of litigation. That's why lawyers are so important. But if the laws is so corrupt, then how can the lawyers fully practice what they preach? You know, they're being boxed in. They're being held. There's certain things they can talk about, certain things they can't talk about. Why is that? Brain Steele just proved the case right there. You know? So like I say, this is a good day for Thug. Nonetheless. And I never thought I would say it, right? But like I say, everyone's free. Everyone's innocent until proven guilty. But this right here, it seems too unjust. It's too many phony things that's going on in Georgia right now. It's not looking so good for the whole entire scope, the macroeconomics for Georgia. It's not looking so good. It seems like everyone's corrupt. Allegedly, hypothetically, supposedly. We can say that. But it's not looking like it's allegedly anymore. Like I say, you got the Fannie Willis. You have the Camilla Harris, the mobster. Then you have this judge. He's telling Brain Steele what he can and can't do, and let me know how you got this information. And since you don't want to let me know how you get this information, go to jail. Do you think that this judge is abusing or misusing his power? That's why certain people don't deserve power. Because with great power come great responsibility. And the way I see it is that judge isn't responsible at all. He's not. Leave them comments down below. Let me know what you think. Is he an honorable judge? Is his conglomerate honorable? From the Fannie Willis to the Camilla Harris, all of them work on the same network. It seems like it's a bigger corruption or racketeering going on. You try to charge Young Thug with racketeering. To me, hypothetically, allegedly, supposedly, y'all the one doing the racketeering. And not on a financial aspect, but on an aspect of political power, of circuit power, of telling people what they can and can't do when the law states what they can and can't do, but you're trying to override the law. This shows you what's going on in the United States as a whole. The trust is being broken so much that you cannot hide the lies underneath the rugs anymore. It's too much dust underneath it. It's starting to show. Filth will be revealed. And it's obviously happening. It's a filthy game that the United States is playing. And this is not allegedly, hypothetically, supposedly. All the way up to the presidential elections. All the way down to the streets with Thug in them. It's corrupt on all aspects. So this goes to show, in order to even survive in this world, how could you walk a straight line when everything is coming to you at a curve at different angles? Terrence Howard. How could you walk in a straight line when nothing is straight? It just had me to think, and I want you to think too, because that's what this channel is for. It's an educational platform, and we're highlighting things here so you can learn from this, right? Now, we use celebrities and all these other things because that's what the people like, and that's what they're highly relatable to, and that's what the mass gravitate to, so we're going to use this as an example. But this isn't looking so good for Atlanta, and it's looking good for Thug right now. Mistrial, that's all that's needed. A mistrial is all that's needed. But let me know what you think. What y'all think is going to happen? Is this going to be a mistrial? This going to get tossed out? Are they going to free him of all charges? What's going to happen to Brain Steele? What's going to happen to the judge? What's going to happen to all of these council people that's backing this? Because it's a bigger racketeering going on in that in Georgia. And I think most are involved. From the top all the way down to the bottom. Most are involved. On that note, peace, blessings, and love. Smash that like button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is the beginning. This is not the end. Another episode of the Healthy Discussion Show. Pause and remember this. Positivity over negativity always. Peace, blessings, love.